video, I'm going to show you how I make over my fireplace, and then also how I use some pumpkins I got from TK Maxx to create a really lovely autumn feeling in my living room. So if you want to see how everything turns out, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to click on the subscription and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest video. Also, don't forget to share, like, and comment. You get me? Alright then. Let's go make it. So this is what my living room looks like at the moment. Most of these things I actually DIY'd or made um, sometime in May and June, later part in May. So this is what my fireplace looked like throughout the summer. I actually did most of them, to be honest. Obviously, the love sign I bought, I think I paid $1.99 for it from B&M, and then the candle holder I buy as well from B&M. But literally everything else that is there, I actually made them. And then there's the lovely centerpiece that I'd made before, and that table I made as well. The shelves I got from IKEA, and then I just wrapped them over. And then the lanterns, again, I got them from B&M. So yeah, most of these things I got from there. So I'm just taking off all the summer stuff that I had out on the fireplace, and I'm just putting them on the side for the moment, but I will have to bubble wrap them and then just store them away safely so they don't break. Most of them are like glasses that I've bought and just kind of put them together, so I don't really want them to break because at some point I will reuse some of them, so I just want to put them away safely. My niece is actually videoing for me, so I just want to say thank you to my niece Chardonnay. Thank you very much. You've been patient with me. I love you so much. Yes, so this centerpiece, actually this is one of my first centerpiece that I'd made. I really love it, so I want to take care of it, so at least next year, or I can jazz it up in Christmas time or something to use on another program. So this is what it looks like after I've taken everything off. As you can see, the contact paper is totally different from the other one because I wanted to start with the darker one, but then I didn't like the way it looked, so I just stopped using it and just decided I'll just leave it for next time. So that's why it has two different tone, and as you can see, I really like the lighter one. Okay, this was a bag I found at work. It's a Chloe bag, and I just measured it to the fireplace and just used my scissors to cut it out, hot glue the sides, and then just literally just put it in. You don't have to use the method that I'm using, but this is just what I like. I may change it in the future because I'm not that a person who likes one thing to stay for long, so I might change it. So there, I'm just making sure that everything is lined up nice and neat, and then just making sure the area is clean. These are some contact paper that I had left over from when I did my cupboard in my bedroom. So I just took it and just placed it on top of the fireplace, measured it out, and then I just used my scissors to cut it. They actually have little measurements on the back, so you can't make a mistake. It shows you exactly where to cut once you measured it. So I've just taken off the paper off the back and then just put it on top, and then just start using my coaster holder just to get rid of all the air bubbles and just to make sure that it's on nice and neat. I try to keep everything as smooth as possible, and then also just to get it as neat as possible, so it does look as if it's marble and not just look as if I just botched it up. So I just use my scissors and just snip it. I don't actually snip it all the way down. I snip it and then use my finger just to rip a tiny bit, so it does go down and stay smooth. And then I'm just doing the other side. Literally what I've done to the top, I just measured it out, cut it, and then I'm just gonna start gluing it on. And then I'm using my coaster holder again, just to make sure that everything is nice and neat and it looks perfect. So I've started like on the smaller side and then just bring the bubbles away from the front. It does take a while to get everything even and nice, because the air bubbles, they tend to just come, or they just tend to form, so you just have to have patience and it will come through. I did actually had to take off back the first bit of the paper because it had too much air bubble. And as I said to you before, you just have to have patience. And I'm just going back again and then just start doing it all over again. But actually, I started doing it down now instead of pushing the bubbles to the side. Just start doing it down. So it works this way for me. So patience is the key here. As I said before in my video, I think the one where I did my bedroom, I actually got these from Wilco. I got them for $4.99, but I don't know what happened, but it was $4.99 I paid for them, but actually £5 now. If you ever go into Wilco and you see these pattern and you want them, just pick them up. You will not go back in there and see them again, because these ones are quite popular. So if you go in there and you see them, just pick them up, because if you leave it, you won't be able to go back and find them there. So I've finished the sides. I'm just doing on the bottom of it. So I'm literally just doing what I've done for the top and the side. Measured it, cut it, and then I'm just gluing it on. Using my coaster holder again just to get rid of the bubble. Now I'm just, I used some hot glue before, and I'm just placing the bling wrap onto that place where I didn't like the way it looks. So I'm just covering it up just to give it a different look. You don't have to use my method. This is just what I feel I need to be there. And then this is what it looks like after I'd completely covered the area. So I'm just placing all the stuff on the fireplace, and just making sure that everywhere is just dusted, and no unnecessary dust is there. I know you can't get rid of all the dust, but yeah. These pumpkins, I got them from TK Maxx when I bought those other pumpkins. They were $4.99 and they smell really, really nice. The vase I got from Home Bargain, they were $2.99. Now these candle holders, I am so happy I'm using them, because I bought these candle holders for my son's 7th birthday. But because there were so many other kids, I didn't want to put them and then put the glass vase on top. My original plan was to put flowers in the vase, but they were too tall. So I ended up didn't use them, and they were just there. So I'm happy that I'm using them now. Really happy. So after I'd finished that, I had this vase. There were green flowers in them. And I have it for maybe about 10 years, if not more. And I took the flowers out, but every time I want to think, what do I need to do with this vase? But look, I've used it for something else. Again, these flowers I got from Sam 99. I'm just arranging the flowers to my taste. You don't have to put them in as how I'm doing it. I just put them in as though I feel I want them to look. And this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cute. It's just simple and nice. And it's quite shiny, so, it gives it a little glam. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have a neighbor. He's so sweet. He has a pine tree in the back of his yard. And he just, I asked him, can I have some of the pine branches? And like, oh, go ahead, just take whatever it is. So I just went in, used my saw and just cut a few. So I'm just using the pliers just to clip off the harder bits. I don't want to use the scissors because the branches or stems, they tend to be a bit hard, so it's best to use the pliers instead of the scissors, because I don't want the scissors to get you know, rusted or broken. So I'm just you know, placing them around the flowers, and then also just putting them out so I have some space for the pumpkin. So I've started putting the pumpkins in. This pumpkin I actually got from TK Maxx. It was $5.99, and I'm really in love with this pumpkin. The acorn I actually got again from TK Maxx. It was $4.99. Actually, I think somebody hid it because it was under the shelf, really far under. So they hid it with the intention maybe to come back and find it. But luckily, I found it. So I'm quite happy. Um, if you ever go into TK Maxx and you see pumpkin, just pick it up. Chances are you go back again and there won't be any more. The white pumpkin that I got from TK Maxx again, it was $6.99, and I really love this one because it does light up as well. And then this orange one, it doesn't light up, but just the reflection of any light around it just give it a really nice feel to it. Yeah, so I did went ahead and add a few more stuff to it, like my pumpkin fragrance, my candle holder, my colander blocks, sorry. And then also I had some lights in the pine. Actually, the bucket you see there is actually a bin, or I shouldn't say a bucket, I should say a bin. I got that bin from Sam 99. I spray painted it silver, and then I just put those board that I got from the frames on it, and just put the lantern on it, and then just start putting some pine branches just to give it a nice, you know, feel. And it came out good, as you can see. And this is what it looks like. I just added a few more stuff like the candles. One of the picture frame has a photo in there. I think that photo is about 2 or 3 years old, when me, Chardonnay, and I think Tyrese went trick-or-treating. And then there's the other one with just me and Trayvon and Tyrese. Yeah, but I do like everything else. It turns out really, really nice. I'm really impressed with myself again. So I give myself a pat on the shoulder. And then this is the centerpiece that I had made previously, and it's still here on my coffee table, still looking nice, and I'm so much in love with it. Everything just looks crisp and clean and nice, and I really, really love it. The silvery is just, oh, I really love it, really. The candles, I actually did DIY those stuff on it, like the bead and the bling wrap. um the lantern I actually got from B&M. They were $6.99. The love sign, as I said before, I got for $1.99. And then these lilies, my boyfriend gave me them. I really, really love the lilies. The smell is really strong, but I really love it. Now this pumpkin in the corner, I actually had to substitute it because I had an acorn before, and when I was coming home the bag fell and break. This bottle here was a Chardonnay wine bottle, and I just spray painted it, put some bling wrap on it, and you couldn't believe that it was a Chardonnay bottle. So everything looks nice. The bird that you saw before I got from TK Maxx as well is $4.99. And then there are the pumpkins, the candle holder that I told you about, that I'm so in love with, and I'm really happy that I get to use it. Everything is just flowing and looks so good. The orange flowers in the green pine is looking amazing. Not too much, just enough to make it looks good. The bling wrap, I'm not feeling it 100, but you know, give me your views on what you think. I think I may change it, but just let me know, what would you put it. As I said before, you could use some E6000 and then just put some pebbles there. I think it would look nice with the pebbles. But overall, for now, I'm not going to change it, but I may change it soon. But everything looks nice. You know, I'm really impressed with it. So guys, this is the end result. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos at all. Also, I just want to apologize for the lateness of this video. I've been quite very busy with school and you know, next week is school, so a lot of things has to be done. But anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.